this is the video of Nathan Thomas. He was 12 years old at the time, and this happened on January 3rd, 2012, and it was around 3 a.m. in the morning. Now, the weather conditions for this time were about, you had -1, -2 degrees temperature, 50 mile an hour winds, consistent winds, with gusts of 70, sometimes 80 miles an hour, and it was pouring down with rain. You cannot find any comparison whatsoever. Nothing, zero, zilch.
Since 2013, we have been given messages from the spirit world through psychic communication, dreams, and personal experiences, which have been validated through numerous paranormal sessions.
My brother Jonathan
and a group known as the Council of 12 have given us predictions, guidance, and information surrounding everything from ufology, spirituality to politics and ancient history, all of which we have investigated to the best of our ability. Throughout this quest, your contribution has been vital to our work. So if you find this video useful, subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends, join the conversation in the comment section below. You are the ones that help us along this journey. We are so grateful for everything you have given us. So join us on our quest into the cutting edge of research, and welcome to the Paranormal Now investigations. Peeps, what's happening? Right, in this video you're going to see Gari Jones talking about the Denbigh lights. Now, quite a number of years ago, there was something very similar to this, and it was a family, and basically they said they'd filmed a UFO over a bunch of houses from their window, and it turned out it was Christmas lights, and they were reflected off the glass. And amazing video. Papers asked me to have a look at it, and it just so happened, by unbelievable happenstance, that I had the same Christmas decoration. It was basically Santa on a rocket sleigh, and it lit up, and in a reflection of a window, it looked the most incredible thing. You can rule every single one of them out. Mr. Gari Jones in this video has ruled a lot out. As you'll see in the video, the window is open, so that's out of the question. You'll see the area, and you will see the background of the story, and he has really gone above and beyond to prove that this is something UFO related. It's incredible.
That was actually done by the next door neighbor, David Williams. Now, this is a screen capture of the video, and it was done on an iPad. And I asked him, do you know what actual software you used to get this? Because I've tried so many times to get something this good. But I mean, just look at the detail on this thing. You can see the red light there. Look, that's reported in the statements and in the video interviews that I did with the family. You can see the blue lights here. Look, I don't know if maybe you can see it on the screen share. Maybe it's not the best of resolutions, but you can maybe see some sort of like line, that dome shape look they describe. Yeah?
Yeah, I can see it.
I mean, underneath there's a red light here, but that's somebody taking a picture of the screen. That's not actually anything to do with this. But the red light on top is definitely a part of this object. But I mean, look at this right here. I mean, this is very interesting.
Yeah, that's what was drawing my attention. Was on the right.
That's you can see the blue lights there, but I'm going to get to this, right? I want to draw your attention to something here, right? Maybe you can't see it here. Two little lights there, two big ones there. What seems to be like some sort of compartment or something fixtured, appendage of some kind there, and then there's this. And maybe if I draw it out, you can see it with the mouse. See this little triangle here? Shady bit, look.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, this is gonna probably make you laugh. I'll give you some. This is one of the still images I took. Look, of various. I tried using different filters just to see if I could bring something out, but nothing as good as what David managed to do. That's the red light there. Look, with the different thing you can see. Look, and the lights all change shapes. Well, they don't change shapes. It's just different ones flash at different times and give the appearance of a different shape to this object. I mean, there's another one. Look. I mean, they group together there, don't they? And then they spread far apart in other ones. Look, I mean, What are we looking at here, gentlemen? Are we looking at the real article or what? Like, I mean, I certainly think so.
I find it, to be honest, my friend, I find it quite, difficult to debunk this. Rich, have you got any thoughts?
No, in the distance, behind the houses that he was filming, is there a hill or a mound?
There's a golf course over to the left, but it's down over the field. You can't actually see the golf course. But that's way over to the left. That's shut late at night. That's never open in the early hours of the morning. Some people have suggested it's people on golf carts, would you believe it? Or dirt bikes. And there's no tractor there, so there's no mound up there. No mound. No.
So that is definitely in the air.
Sorry?
So that is definitely like it would be in the sky. There's nothing for it to be actually sat.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It would be good if we had like a daylight frame of reference from that window.
I can give you that. I can give you that, gentlemen. I can give you that. Just bear with me.
Just to sort of give us an idea of like where we're looking at it.
From the interviews that I've done with the family and Peter Glynn, who originally looked into this, because he was someone who had an interest in UFOs and paranormal. Not so much now, but he knows the family and he was kind enough to come along and do something. But anyway, this is the view of the window. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's actually that's a full-size picture. That's how it would look if you look from the window. You'd see over here, look, there's the chimney, there's the golf course tree, look. The object is roughly around this area. You can overlay the images more successfully. It's somewhere around this region. The mother herself, Linda, reckons it was just over the field. There's a field behind it. She reckons it was very close, and she could be right, because if this object is further back, and you look at the point on the left, and the point on the right, by the time you get it to the golf course, right, from the one end to the other, this object would be about 300, 400 feet across.
Yeah, it would be massive.
And I don't think it's that big. I think it's more around the region of 50 to 70 feet, because based on go watch the documentary, you'll see that I've done some real good overlays of Google Map images and use the measuring tools there. But you can see that that's roughly where it is. It's either just below the trees or just above it. But I mean, it's not. You can't even see. The only place you can see fields is there. That's up by the golf course area. That's roughly where it is. You can't. The golf course is behind that. It would be behind there, down there, right? So you can't see it. You can't see it. You can see the trees and where it levels up, because the hill goes up and down like that. That's why I go to the area. I like to walk around and get a good idea of what I'm looking at. I don't just, that's important. That's very important. Got to go to the area.
Yeah.
Did you take any readings or anything like that, Gar, from the area?
No, at the time I didn't take any readings. It was 6 years anyway. It would have, if there was anything it would have dissipated by now. I mean, maybe I can go back and have a look. There could be something there. I just thought, well, okay, let's see if we can do a little analysis on this myself, and this is kind of what I came up with. The red light in the video comes up a number of times, right? And you can see here, like, these blue lights, these ones that flash. It looked like explosions in the water. Kira, it's like a flashing camera, but it sort of moved like water, and it was very strange. Like, you see lights under the water and you see how it shimmers and moves.
Yeah.
Fluid. Yeah, it looked like that. She said, and she's never seen anything like it, and she's so wanting the thing to come back. I mean, this was just an ordinary thing. Why would you want it to come back? I mean, it's something that happens every day. You can see that there seems to be like some sort of window or sort of like a lampshade kind of effect, and you can see, look, there's a grouping of lights underneath something here. There seems to be like an edge of the corner of whatever this craft may be. Like when you have a torch and you have like the black casing around it. The casing that extends from the torch, just to keep the light inside and the beam going straight. But in this case, there's no beam coming off of these. The lights don't shine out. They don't illuminate anything. It's very hard to see this object unless you sort of enhanced it a bit and try to get some sort of detail out of it. You've got to spend some time doing it. But I mean, this is clearly a solid object, and it's clearly a disc-shaped, dome-shaped kind of thing. And the family are adamant about that. They've never changed their story in all this time. And if you go and look at the Denbigh documentary that I've done, you will see that is what it is. I mean, what else can you say about it? I mean, this is how it looks with some sort of inverted coloring I've done on it. Look, you can see again. Look, there's the light source stays very well within the blue areas here. Look, is very well. That's the blue light there, and
you still see
there's
a
that
triangle. You still see a triangle.
Very, very inverted again. I mean, look, as you say, there's something here. There is something underneath it, like some sort of appendages or landing gear, as you say, something that's extending out from the body. You can't see the body itself too well on this one because it's too dark. But I've been trying to recreate that image that David Williams done, and I just cannot get anywhere near it. But well, I can get close, but not. You must have got that prize shot, you know, that just to really get it like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I mean, look at it, gents. I mean, what do you think?
I'm dumbfounded. That's absolutely crazy.
I mean, that's far. I mean, to me, I mean, that's. I mean, what an image! What a thing to catch!
Yeah.
And you know, and the fact that people are giving them grief over such an image. Oh my God, that just. I mean, we've had the same thing, me and Jazz, over the years, right? Because of the paranormal, and it's one of them things, right? And you know, unless you know, it's up to people like us to really delve and push this field, you know. And to think that people are giving them shit over that, it really annoys me. It really winds me up because I know I've had friends over the years. I know a friend who lived up near Senny Bridge in Brecon, and he grew up on a farm. And he was telling me stories was when I was learning to meditate in the church, and he was telling me stories about there was cattle mutilation on his farm. He was telling me stories about these things they landed, same thing, silver suit people, right? Wearing the same thing he described. And you know, he was ridiculed for it. And it's so
it's
unfair.
Not nice. It's so. I mean, I'm not being funny, right? If before the days of internet, I can understand. But now that internet is the most accessible thing we have, it can be done with nothing more. You know, just get your mobile phone, click on, have a look. You know, there's no excuse not to know this information as far as I'm concerned. You know.
Like, subscribe, share, and keep an eye out because there's Pentyrch. There's a couple of Pentyrch incident videos coming up. And that, guys, that what Gary did and the witnesses and Kaz and everything, what they went through in this investigation is incredible, and it is worth your time. If you are into this field of strange phenomena, the paranormal, UFOs, all of it, guys, it's worth a watch. Stay tuned, you will be impressed. Love and light, guys. I'll see you in the next.